Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, We're the Movie Couple. I'm Wendy.
I'm Dustin.
And here is our non-spoiler review for Croods 2: A New Age. The Croods are back, and this time they're set on a new adventure where they meet a brand new family called the Betterment. Can you believe we are here with another Croods movie? This is coming 7 years later after the first one, which was, I think, in theaters back in 2013. Oh my goodness. So Dustin and I got to do a really cool a drive-in experience at Universal, and the proceeds of because you pay for the ticket, but the proceeds of it, I think for every $10 of the ticket went to, I believe it was Feeding America.
Yes, that was the I believe that was the charity that all that money went to.
But it was cool because you showed up. And they have it, in like one of their parking lots. But prior to that, we got to go through a drive-through experience where you kind of drove through installation, which is kind of becoming like a normal thing these days. People are changing like Halloween haunts and things like that, like the Stranger Things stuff, into a drive-through experience. And we kind of did that with the Croods, where you kind of drove through the jungle. You saw giant fruits. There were a couple of stationary photo stations where you don't get out and they don't come to you. They just, tell you when to smile, and you just smile and you keep
and when to roll down your window and
when to roll down your window and wave. And we kept our masks on the whole time. I think you can actually take the masks off for the photos, but we opted not to. Anyways, you're not here for the experience. The experience was awesome, but we got to do a drive-in, which was a lot of fun. So the Croods 2 follows the same cast, so Emma Stone, Nicolas Cage,
Ryan Reynolds,
I think Catherine Keener. They're all back in this one, and I thought, how are they going to continue the story forward? And I like that they kind of, in a little bit of a way, showed us a bit of Guy's story.
I really like that too, because they mentioned what happened to his parents, but it was in this one that they actually talked about it more about Guy's life, and I thought that was really cool to have like a little bit more of backstory from Guy.
Yeah, more backstory from Guy, as well as how his relationship with Eve is starting to evolve, and the older they're getting, they realize that maybe being always so close in proximity with the rest of, the Croods is they long for a little bit more of independence and a bit of privacy, which is a big one of the main points in the movie. They keep referring back to privacy. They're like, what is that?
Yeah.
But I really liked it because it's still the same wacky, very frantic, fast-paced adventure, is what I would say. Everything is very colorful and bright. There's definitely a lot to keep you and everybody in your family really, really entertained. The jokes aren't too kiddish, and they aren't too farty jokey either. Because I thought
it was a really good balance between kid jokes and adult jokes. It wasn't quite like how Shrek or some of the other more adult jokes that will go over little kids' heads. It's more of for that right in between age, to where they're not going to laugh at the fart jokes, but they're also not old enough to be given some of the older jokes, so you have to be very careful in that range. And I thought they executed that kind of restraint very well.
Yeah, it's really, really well balanced, and I feel like all the characters kind of got their own bit of shining moments, and there's a lot, because we not only have the Croods and kind of, Dad struggling with not wanting his daughter and her real romance with Guy to go further, and they're still adventuring on, where they come upon this wall, and beyond the wall is where the Bettermans, which is a funny, hilarious play on words there, have kind of settled, and they begin learning how to farm, build a structure for their home, and basically it's very much like caveman versus modern man, sort of. That you're starting to see the evolution a little bit, and it's interesting to see the blend of the two families. They clash a little bit, and they don't, and the Bettermans consist of let's see, Peter Dinklage is the voice for the dad. I think it's Phil. Leslie Mann was the mom, and Kelly Marie Tran was
There was
the
a
daughter.
lot of
lot
names
of
in this movie, and I thought everyone played their characters very well. It was a lot of fun. The banter back and forth was really cute, and also I like the fact that they didn't fall into certain tropes. There were certain things that I thought, like certain characters were going to start fighting because that's kind of a trope that is used in the past a lot, or certain characters were going to be buddy-buddy. I liked how they really navigated this movie, how they navigated the storyline and the plot line, and it really is a basic story of the family growing and separating, but yet how that can actually make them grow stronger. How when they're faced with some different ideas on how to live life, there's that struggle and that butting of heads on, no, my way's better. No, my way's better. I'm the smarter one. Well, I've been the one who's survived all this long.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really cute. Peter Dinklage did an amazing job.
So good.
It took me a while to go, I really like this voice. Who is this?
Yeah.
And then Wendy looked it up and I was like, Peter Dinklage?
I know, because the voice was so familiar, but it was without the accent that he puts on for Game of Thrones.
Yes.
So it wasn't, and obviously very different types of characters. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't, I was like, it sounds so familiar, but I can't put like, and I was like, all right, internet, help me. And it's Peter Dinklage. So overall, we really enjoy the Croods. It's a fun time, a lot of frantic, in a good way, fun, very bright, colorful, and it definitely is consistent to the Croods that we saw back in 2013, just with now, like,
yeah, so if you
updated animation
if you liked the first one, you will like the second one. It's the same kind of humor. It's got the same stars, so it has the same pacing. Mm-hmm. And of course, Nicolas Cage. I mean,
He's great.
You just know he's in that room and he's going nuts. He's having his arms waved around. And he's like, rah, 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 rah. And you're just like, I could see through the animation and see Nicolas Cage in that role just going nuts.
Certain dialogues or monologues he would have, you're like, there it is. What would you rate this movie if it had come out in theaters?
I would actually give this probably a check it out or matinee it, because it is a very cute movie. If you like these kind of animated films, if you like the first one, you're going to enjoy this one. So I'd say, you know what, I'm going to go with matinee it.
Okay, my rating is check it out. I had such a fantastic, fun time because I really didn't know what to expect. It's one of those, this movie came 7 years later. Is it going to still be like relevant because the first one was so long ago, mm-hmm. and it wasn't one of those like established franchises that had like 3-4 movies preceding this one. But I had such a great time. I felt like the memory kind of just sort of came right back from I can't snap, so. There, thank you. My rating is check it out. Let us know what you think of the Croods the Croods 2, should I say, in the comment section below. If you've seen it, if you like to follow us on our social media, we are on Instagram, The Movie Couple, and on Twitter, The Movie Couple _. We do a live stream every Wednesday and Saturday on our YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe, like this video for more, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.